Empaths, let's discuss, because here we're discussing the dark empath, which is really essential for you to know about, because they are the opposite of us. We are the bright empath, the bringers of light. Okay, they are, we're bringers of peace and tranquility and balance. They are disruption, doubt, fear, and they love to watch that. And a dark empath loves to seek out bright empaths. They don't just look for your everyday average people. That's just on the regs for them. But their speciality, when they want to go real cuisine, they look for a bright empath, and we stand out to them. That's why they come. And they'll come in the form of a broken person, but they're not genuine. They're not genuine. They just need your light and your power. One, to feed off your energy so you don't have any energy for the people that will need it. And it's holding us back, and they get to do the damage. We don't get to do anything at all. Even if they don't get to do as much damage as they want, they're stopping us from doing good. So some of them are specially made for that. And so the dark empath, he or she is full of, let me see if I can pronounce it as Machiavellian. Okay, they're just nasty, conceited. Okay, they look to come and disrupt the light, that which flows, that which is beautiful, that which gives you balance. They look to unbalance. And so when it comes to a dark empath, they're strategic. They have got a list of errands that they need to tick off to make sure they get maximum impact of absolute chaos. That's how it has to be for them. They want to see the world burn. They want to see you burn. And so when it comes to a dark empath, I would suggest you read up. They're going to seek you out. They're going to reflect your behavior. They're going to mirror it. They're not going to copy, because that would look too obvious and it would look creepy. And then they would know, you would know, yeah, you're a bit suspect. And then it would get your cautious mind on, and you'd be like, oh, hang on a minute, I need to check this person out. So they're not going to do that. They're going to come familiar, just enough. See, familiarism. So they're going to be their own way, their own type, but they're going to mirror your beliefs, the world in which you come from. So you then start to open up and you feel safe around them. But the one thing that you can look for in a dark empath is they're going to be staring at you, because they have to observe to see if you're taking in the bullshit. So that's your key. This is why you have to be very observant when you are talking with people, when you're mixing with people. Just keep an eye out on your whole vicinity, your whole area. Observe everything. And I was watching a podcast the other day about little behaviors, micro behaviors, keywords, key movements with the body, cues they call them. And the one cue that will give away a dark empath is the stare and the deadness behind the eyes. Now they can pretend as much as they like and put on an absolutely brilliant performance. They're narcissists. They mastermind this. This is why you can be forgiven, right, for being had by a narcissist, and you can celebrate yourself for surviving them, because it's very rare that you survive a narcissist, a sociopath, and come out balanced as you were. It changes you, and you have to spend a lot of your life fighting to get back to where you were when you were on par, and then start to develop and evolve from there, because they put you back. And the scary thing with narcissists, they can put you back decades. Not just weeks, months, and a few years. No, decades. Your recovery takes decades. For some people, it's the rest of their life. They've done that much damage. Because you have to understand, a narcissist wants to see the finished product. It wants to see you on the floor fucked. That's what it wants. And in every way possible. The empath won't be happy. The dark empath, the narcissist, will not be happy if it sees you even so much as lift an eyelid to show that you're going to fight back. They want to see you dead on the floor. Emotionally, mentally, physically, psychologically, every aspect of you It's all about destroy, annihilate, okay, annihilation. And they don't just want to do the physical, they actually want to rip your soul so they can interfere with anything you do in your next life or when you move on. I'm telling you, they are soul destroyers. Hence the need for us, okay, because we are the opposite of that, and there's too much of the dark empath. And so they actively go out and they actively seek kind, nice people, because we glow like that. They can see us a mile off, and that's when they'll come, and that's when they'll start. And of course, one of the other signs is, so look for the stare behind the eyes and look how much they look at you, because when it comes to other cues and when it comes to real true conversation, people don't stare at you. The stare's too long. If I was to stare in the camera like this at you and carry on speaking and doing my rest of my content, I think I'd frighten the living daylights out of you. You'd be going, oh, she's a bit off. You see me go umming and ahhing. You see me look around. That's honesty. That's somebody who's really into you, really listening to you, or like me, really wants to convey the message to you. You see me looking around because I'm not trying to over-convince you, because I'm not telling you lies. I simply want you to see the truth for yourself. So you see me look here and in all sorts of areas because I want to get the right words. I want to give you info that I know is going to elevate you, you see? And so that's what the dark empath looks to destroy, because it knows we're out there. And when you have to overly stare at someone, it means you're trying to see if they're gonna take on your bullshit, and you want to see if you've convinced them. Once they see that, they start with the next level. That's how they roll. So they will always be looking at you, and if they can't get to you, then they will start to try and break into the people that do know you and cause discord. Whisper here, whispers there. They just break down like a frigging bacteria or a disease. They just break you down, okay? And so the other thing to look for is they won't stay around for long. And you'll hear them repeat the same conversation and scenario with someone else as they did with you. They're futile. They're surface people. They cannot speak deeply. So get deep and ask them, something that entails you to have to be passionate when you answer it, and watch them falter or watch them make an excuse how they've got to leave all of a sudden. They will not engage in open philosophical conversation. So ask a meaningful question that requires depth to answer it, and they won't be able to answer it. Or if they do, it's because they've read it off a conveyor belt. They come ready with all the paragraphs they would need to say to somebody like you and me, intelligent, bright empaths. So they've got it, and they actively work out there in society, deliberately looking for people like you and I to destroy, so we give up and we just don't want to know anymore. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to fight back. So they love discord and chaos. So right now, the dark empath is having a ball, okay? He's having a ball. The rest of us, well, we have to kind of work around these people, but not for long. Not for long, I guarantee you. So there's the signs to look for when you're dealing with a dark empath, because there's more of them out there than we think. You get your people who are insecure and they know that they like a certain person, but they haven't got it in them. So now they're going to look to destroy that person's reputation or say things about them, nasty things about them, refer to their physical aesthetics and their features just to put them down, because they got this idea that maybe we're too up our own arse because our beauty or your handsomeness. No, we're not. We're not up our own arses, but that's what they will do. They're your ordinary narcissists, okay? But your dark empath, they've got a mission. And what we'll do is, I've got things to do this morning, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick this up tomorrow as well. And we're going to go into sort of another topic of discussion that I think is a bit touchy, but it needs to be spoken about, because at the end of the day, we want solutions, don't we? Anyway, if you find my content insightful, helpful and useful, please do like and follow. And on that note, my sweethearts, you know what I'm going to say. I haven't said it for a while, actually. For those that do follow, you're beautiful, you're wondrous, you were enough then, you're enough now, and Jah love.